Welcome to my second edition of Full Send Fridays, a video series in which I share a new Cisco secure firewall feature each week. Today I'm filming from the Aztec Motor Speedway in Aztec, New Mexico. The Aztec Motor Speedway dropped the green flag this year on its 70th continuous season of motor racing. It's one of the oldest continuously run dirt racetracks in America. So what does this have to do with firewall features? This past week, someone I admired so much, a man named Ken Block, who is a legend in the art of full send, an innovator, a businessman. Ken passed away in a snowmobiling accident. Today I wanted to make a tribute to his amazing life, as well as his epic ability to innovate and change industries. But don't worry, we're going to tie this in with a firewall feature. Early in my engineering career, I thought that innovation was defined by creating a project, an invention, a new trinket or widget. As I've grown in engineering, I realized that innovation is really about doing something first. It's about taking a problem and solving it in a new way. It's about thinking about problems and solving them with unique and new ideas. Solving problems with intellectual property that other manufacturers or software developers can't solve. As the motorsports community grieves and remembers Ken Block, most people are speaking of how he was an innovator and changed the way the motorsports industry operates, market themselves, and even solves problems. Ken Block pushed the envelope of what was possible. He challenged laws and rules of physics, and he did things that other people weren't able to do. He did things first, he pushed the status quo, and he never settled for less than being the fastest, most efficient, and even the most marketable man in motorsports. Ken was arguably one of the most quick men in motorsports. Okay, so now let's flip over to the firewall features. This week we're going to deep dive into Quic protocol. I'll explain how other vendors say to handle the protocol, and I'm going to explain to you and show you how Cisco is the first in the world to give you advanced inspection, visibility, and capability surrounding the handling of the Quic protocol. If you buy, manage, or are responsible for firewalls within the enterprise, you are fully aware of the problem and challenges that we face with encrypted traffic. It's costly to decrypt traffic on a firewall, and many organizations are offloading that traffic, decrypting it, and adding layers of complexity and more points of failure into their organization. The Quic protocol is seeing significant and rapid adoption, but seeing within Quic is highly challenging. It is the default protocol for popular sites such as Google and Facebook, and 10% of the sites in today's world now support transport over the Quic protocol. Quic on a more complex level is often described as very similar to TCP plus TLS plus HTTP over 2, but implemented on UDP. Since that's all looking like rocket science, let's break this down so that we don't feel like we're splitting atoms today. The way Cisco solves this problem is using an industry-leading, first-of-its-kind encrypted visibility engine. We deep dive into EVE next week, but for now, let's explain and discuss how other vendors solve the complex problem, or how they don't solve it. One major firewall vendor states there are 3 ways to handle Quic. First way they say to handle Quic is disable Quic protocol in the end user's browser. Disable. Block Quic using their application control. Block. Block Quic using firewall policy. Block. Disable, block, block. Another major vendor states to block the Quic protocol, force it to fail to TLS, then use decryption to decrypt the traffic or offload decryption device. Okay. In rally car racing, the sport in which Ken Block excelled and won championships in, there's a concept of the Joker lap. The Joker lap is an alternate route. We're saying in a multiple lap race, you're required to take the route at least once. This Joker lap is oftentimes a little bit longer, more tricky, or more complex than the normal course. Let's equate the Joker lap to having to offload our traffic or use resource-intensive methods to make Quic failover to TCP in order for us to inspect it. The Joker lap is slower for our rally car traffic. Full decryption and offloading traffic is slower for our network traffic. Like we reviewed earlier, Quic is innovative. It makes traffic better, and quite frankly, if our answer is to block the traffic, we are not pushing the industry limits of what is possible. Cisco has innovated a first-in-the-industry way in which we can handle this traffic. I'm going to hand this demo off to my good friend Matt, a premium HTTPS support TAC engineer, to show you how quite simply easy it is to configure our firewalls to handle quick traffic.
Thanks, Nick. Hi, everybody. My name is Matt Hauer with Cisco Security TAC, and today I'm going to run you through a quick demo of how to enable a quick protocol inspection with the use of encrypted visibility engine. Perhaps your New Year's resolution is spending less time on social media, so today we're going to walk through how to create a rule blocking access to Facebook. So here in my cloud-hosted management center, first we want to make sure the encrypted visibility engine is enabled. So we'll go into my access control policy, we'll go under inheritance settings and go all the way to the bottom. And here we can see EVE is already enabled. We'll cancel out of here. Our next step is to create a object management and then application filters. And we're going to add a new filter. We'll give it a name. And under available applications, we have just shy of 5,000 applications that we can search from, everything from online poker to Tor. We're interested in Facebook specifically. We'll filter for that, and then we're going to add that to our rule and click Save. Okay, so we have our application filter created. We'll hop to our access control policy, and we'll create a rule associating this application filter that we created. So under access control policy, we'll go into our default, and we'll click Add Rule. We'll give the rule name. And this is important. So we want to make sure that we're not processing this new traffic against a different rule. So we're going to make sure that this rule is placed at the very top of our access control policy. So we'll stick it into mandatory. We'll change our action from allow to block with reset. We'll go to applications, and under user created filters, we see the application filter we created, blocked apps, and the application that we're interested in. We're going to add this to our rule. Click Add. Now all that's left is save our change and then deploy our change. And with that, we're one step closer to keeping our New Year's resolution, at least for the rest of January. Back to you, Nick.
Thanks, Matt. We did a lot of race car analogies today. So while thanking you guys for tuning in, I figured I should leave you with one more cheesy line. Innovation is a lot like racing cars. We don't all get to the patent first. So remember as we sign off, if you ain't first, you're last.